Good evening, has lady. I will be answering to the question you left on your reply to my comment on your intervention. You said that multilateralism has different benefits for countries. However, there are cases when it does not work, like for the US and China. So you asked two questions. It has it made China's economy decrease? And why is China facing such changes? And you ask also, is the epidemic affecting the economy of China? So, well, that's an interesting topic. First of all, thank you for asking those things, so we can make like an interesting discussion. Um, is it making China's economy decrease? Yeah, like we have seen it on the news that China now first because of the problem they're facing with the United States, they are having the decrease on their exports, and their main rate exports is manufactured goods. So they are losing that part that is like the biggest part of their economy. So they are having a trouble in that area. So that is a yes, like it's happening. We all know that. Why is it facing such changes? Well, first, because the United States, Donald Trump, he's upset with the deficit, right? He thinks that the United States is having a bad time, and he compares it to China. So he says that China is in a good place because they have no deficit, they have a surplus because they export a lot, and they don't spend much money buying things from other places because they just sell them. So he thinks that the United States is having the opposite because they have a lot of they receive a lot of products, but they don't export that many. So he just focused on China because it's like the second largest economy, and he wanted to stop agreements with them and stop receiving their products, and they now have barriers and policies they won't be able to negotiate with each other. So it is affecting China because the United States is a huge country, is the biggest economy in the world. So it is of course affecting them. I also think that China could use this um, phase to maybe rethink many policies they had for their workers, because if they had like a more stable economy in their country, they wouldn't be facing the consequences so hard. Like, what I mean is that they have really bad labor um, laws, and their people don't really have like an equal um, um, like an equal wealth. So they have really divided the the population, and it's really centered on the rich. So there are a lot of poor people in China, and it's ridiculous because they are the second largest economy in the world, and they have a lot of poverty problems. So I think that they could use this to improve that, because they are having a hard time on their economy. So they could use this to improve those aspects they also um, need to improve, and they just have been ignoring them and saying things like to the economies and the people that that have negotiated with them, just like they shouldn't be asking them to change those things. So now they actually have to, because they have to strengthen their economy. So I think, in my opinion, they could see this as an opportunity to maybe change some policies they have there. And the last question you asked is the epidemic affecting the economy of China? Well, I have a theory that these controversial um, aspects, like the epidemic, like coronavirus and those things, and for the United States, like the um, the way President Donald Trump talks and things like that, they are meant to distract people from the bigger problems. So what I mean is that while you're focusing on the coronavirus and all the memes and all the things, they are actually having like a huge problem with the economy, and it's affecting us as well because we also receive products from China, from the United States, and it will affect us too. So I think that's like a distraction. So of course it is affecting the economy, but I don't know if it, I mean, it's like a health problem, so I can't talk about that like that much because I don't really know that much about um, epidemics and viruses. But what I think is that it is not like that huge of a problem because, for example, here in Colombia we have the dengue and it has like similarities to that virus, but it hasn't gone like that viral and like that that's such as a problem. So I think that the epidemic is affecting the economy, but not the way we think it is. I think that it was really weird that after all that happened with the United States and China, now they have an epidemic. And now that they don't only have to face the consequences of all the policies and barriers that Donald Trump is putting on them, but they also have to now find out a way to attract tourists again because people is not going to go to China now because everyone is scared and not even to go and negotiate with them. So they are losing a lot because now America and now the rest of the world doesn't want to go there because they are terrified that they will die. So it's like weird. So that's my theory. That's what I think. I don't know if you agree with me or you think that it's paranoid, but that's like what I've been thinking about. Uh, but yeah, thank you. It was really nice to answer these questions, and I will be really looking forward to your response. Bye.